Oh, well, go on, man. You guys been? Is my mic working? It is. It's currently. Anyway, you guys see the date and time. I literally just hopped on the chart, made a few modi modifications. My chart, you feel me? Obviously, I got fresh. You feel me? And I'm feeling good today. That's what I know. I did a little workout. I did a little workout. Like a 30-minute workout. You know. And in general lately, I've been thinking more about my health. Like, of course, you know, everyone thinks about their health, but I'm talking specifically on a particular belief that your health is more important than your wealth. Hmm. And yes, when my mind, thinks about this, it agrees, of course. But my actions as of the past year have not shown that. I want to see one, two, three. Well, already jumping to conclusions. I'm still, collecting all the information, right? My whole top-down analysis. I find out my directional bias, and then I look for an entry. But this is just one of my confirmations here, right? I need to see three lower time frame pullbacks. I need to see that third pullback. I need to see a 5 second closure. I need to see a 5 second closure against the third lower time frame pullback. And the third lower time frame pullback starts from a structural high or low, depending. So of course, if we're trending down, it starts from a structural high. If we're trending up, it starts from a structural low. Now, this could be a setup, but I know I'm rushing, so I'm not really going to look into that. But that is what I wait for eventually when I finish my whole analysis. So we got a structural high, structural low, on the 12 minute. I'm going to have to investigate this a bit further on the high time frame. See if this is really the yesterday was a profitable day. Took a couple entries. I took 4 trades. I won 2 trades. I lost 2 trades. I won 2 trades. I lost 2 trades. It was I. Wait. So check this out. On a higher time frame, so on the 144-minute, you will see these candles with the white outline. You will see the first reversal and the liquidation of it. That's what we're seeing right now. So this candle here, uh, I'm gonna be moving this one a lot. So this candle here is the last down candle. This low belongs to the last down candle. And we just seen a 1 minute closure on the lower time frame. So you see the grayed out kind of candlesticks that look smaller than the one in the white outline. That is the 1 minute. I've got some levels here at the back. Mm, mm, okay. This is the origin of the move. Yeah, from this right here, this arrow to this arrow, if you guys can see it. No, this arrow to that arrow. You get the 50% of it right there. So of course, when it comes to direction on the higher time frame, like I'm bearish, right? Until price shows me otherwise. What I'm seeing on a 12 minute is a closure below. We've got, this is, oh, we've got 12 minutes until, oh, until the hourly candle closes. Okay. But either way, before I even go to the lower time frame, this is the last. This is the last down candle, last higher time frame candle. So I'm paying attention to that, and essentially I'm tracking the last higher time frame candle. Once I see around 12 minutes. So once I see a 1 minute closure against it, you know, that's when I would move onto the lower time frame. Why? Because we're currently in higher time frame volatility. What's the time? I usually start trading at 10:30. It was 9:30. Okay, cool. So during the open, it didn't really break structure or nothing, but it's doing it now. So that's a characteristic. So during the open, you'll usually see a structural high broken and a structural low broken. Okay, cool. Maybe there are days where the structural high and low are not broken. Best believe something is getting broken. New York Open, something. At least one higher time frame area. So in this case, it was this highest time frame low hit that was put in yesterday. Yeah, I'm still waiting for this countdown 12. That's what I'm really hold on. Wait, this is 144. We've got 1 minute left until the 12-minute closes. We already had the first reversal. So we keep track of this. Boom. Alright. So on the 12-minute, we've got this. We've got in the event that we do fail this imbalance, I'd much rather wait. I'll put my money on that. Of course, there's this whole up move here too. But look where the 30% is placed. It's just before the fill of the imbalance. And look where the 50% is placed. At the 30% of the loss of candle. So I'll just wait for that. And got the origin of do we? What do we? Oof, this is looking a bit Mm, this is what I would wait for. So if this continuation down don't work out, I'm not even gonna attempt to trade the origin from that move. I would say take that out and then move back in. Yeah, we take that out and then move back in because we have been mitigating this area multiple times as well. One, two, three. So you can see a move out of it to move back inside it. I'd much rather wait for that. Not only that, to support the decision to wait and not participate in the origin of the move, we have an imbalance here as well that we can tap into and lead from. It's not fresh though, so I may not even use that. Yeah, it's low key fresh. But I'm not even gonna pretend like I'm even using that as a reason to actually like participate. Like just me knowing this zone is enough based on what I've seen over and over again. I don't know why I just leaned forward and moving into the lower time frame. I haven't even confirmed if I've understood anything from the higher time frame yet. And those are it's just one of that being aware, being self-aware is so important. That like I'm even pointing this out right now because that's one of the things that make me lose. You feel me? That desire, like that impulse, that you're charging in. That's not something that really works for me in the market environment when I'm trading. It may work for me, you know, in my immediate environment, in my physical environment, but I've noticed within myself that when I tend to get, when I tend to get, let's go, you feel me? When I tend to get really hot-blooded about it, it's my, I tend to make rash decisions, you feel me? For trading anyway. Because in my personal life, it's very different. Like that's how I get shit done. But for trading, I can't like doing things in that way. It's more of a how can I call it a bad habit than a good one, right? So it's just a part of myself where I need to learn to regulate. I need to learn how to control, and that part of me being self-aware is that way of controlling myself. To be like, oh, okay, cool. I just lean forward. I'm looking at the lower time frame now. And when I mean a lower time frame, I'm talking about these gray candles here. And it's like, oh, no, no, we don't need to do that just yet. We're clearly in a trending environment. I'd usually trade in a trending environment. You just mapped out your higher time frame levels. We haven't even tapped into any higher time frame levels yet. Yes, we saw when we were analyzing price. Price was within this origin of the move right here on the higher time frame to the left. But I was in no position to eat. I wasn't even ready to take an entry yet. And I'm still not ready to take an entry yet because I've learned that this is the most important. Like when you step on a chart, when you step in the market, right? And you're like, okay, cool. The last time I looked at a chart was yesterday, 4 p.m. EST. So of course a lot of shit's gonna be going on right now that I would have missed out on. So just understanding where you are, that, my friend, is going to trickle through your life as a good habit. Why? Because understanding where you are in the market environment is a skill that it's rare. I'll just call it that. It's a skill that's in scarcity. And how it will trickle into your other areas of life is knowing your environment, knowing the environment that you're in and paying attention to the environment that you're in. Why? Because the same way you're paying attention into the market environment for opportunities, you're paying attention to your immediate environment. In fact, you're paying attention not just in a financial area of your life, but in, let's say, in other areas of your life. Let's say for family, for friends, for relationships in general, associates, partnerships, maybe in your physical health, maybe in your physical, yeah, physical health. I want to say physical, like what? Like mobility, flexibility, agility. Anyway, you're looking at all areas. And because you've learned how to spot an opportunity in the market, which is harder than actually spotting an opportunity in your, you know, personal life, it's like you're going to be seeing opportunities within yourself to improve, to grow. Because, of course, what's our goal here? Our goal here is to make money. Now, most of us that even take the time to learn this, our goal, it's a trading is just a medium for our goals. It's the most lucrative and best way to fund what we really want to do. So we're winning. We're focused on winning because it's about the skill is to win more trades than you lose. For me, anyway, that's what trading with skill means. You need to win more trades than you lose. Plus, an additional, you need to make more money than you lose. Right? Those two things. We just tapped the 50% of the imbalance. Yeah, first reverse one. But I'm not even chasing this. You know why I'm not even chasing? Because what I told you guys earlier, um, about counting pullbacks, and it's wow. It's. I remember there was a point in time where I was like, yo, I need to get counting pullbacks as subconscious as fuck. Like I don't even have to think about it. I remember like this was probably like 2, 3 months ago because I had to consciously tell myself that, yo, I need to count pullbacks. This is why I keep losing. Because I used to be susceptible to moves like this. I see a move like this. What? From the 50%? Bro. I don't know about you guys, but my zone's always been on point. Zones don't hold. I Your zone's not holding. I I don't know about you guys, but my zone's always been popping. But where I would trip up was that I would see a move like this, and I'd be like, yo, there has to be a way to engage in it. There has to be a way to engage in it. But me not realizing later on, way later on, was that I wouldn't even be in these type of moves here. Why? Because when I count my pullbacks, I only see one, and I only see two right now. Because with time on a chart, executing trades, I've experienced a number of times where, more often than not, my odds of success are higher if I wait for three pullbacks. First, I need to see three pullbacks. Once I see 3 pullbacks, I now need to anticipate a 5-second closure below the third pullback. I see that. I see that happen. Okay, cool. I move forward with the next stage of my plan. Because we just saw a breakout on a higher time frame as well. This was a lower time frame closure and a higher time frame closure on the this is the 5-second is the grayed out candles. The white bars are the 1 minute. No, I'm mistaken. I'm mistaken. My bad. The 1 minute is the grayed out candles and the higher time frame is the 12 minute. I wasn't even realizing what time frame I'm in. So, oof, nah, I don't really care about this no more. I'm willing to get in the sell to continue down here at these higher time frame levels there. Apart from that, I'm not really looking for much. But the environment has shifted. This is the last higher time frame candle. So you see a shift when we see a lower time frame closure. So that lower time frame closure is the 1 minute. We see a shift when we see a closure above the last candle or against the last candle really. So this is the first reversal. I drew this arrow here because this is the anticipation of the anticipation of the first reversal being fake and seeing a closure against it. There are times when the first reversal just continues and shit. I'm like, okay, cool. I wasn't part of that move, but that's fine because I've learned not to chase. And learning not to chase will, learning not to chase or learning not to participate in that first reversal is your first step into trading at a pace, at a slower pace. And you need to go through that. Just observing the first reversal and experiencing just what tends to happen over and over again. Just observe the first reversal that will open up your eyes, trust me, to what the market does over and over. Yeah, but I've been sitting on the 1 minute for a while. Let me just check the 5. Um, take out this and this. Go. I got this 30 there. All good. So that got hit. And we got this one there. Oops. Alright, so let's put that there. I'm on the 5 second now. And what do we see? I see. I see 1, 2, 3 pullbacks. We see a fourth pullback into this previous range and a closure on the 1 minute against the structural high. So after three pullbacks, so after the liquidation of the third pullback, right, and price closes below, the 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 likelihood of a reversal is much higher now, right? From the liquidation of the third pullback. The likelihood of a reversal is much higher. But it doesn't mean that price will reverse after the third pullback. It can just know that you're anticipating, well, the way I trade anyway. Price can reverse at the third, fourth, fifth, sixth, even seventh. I know it says five, but third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. Yeah. Um. Yeah. Price can reverse from that, and I'd say seven is like, okay. The only times you will see more than um, seven pullbacks is in a extremely volatile market, and that's usually an hourly trend, an hourly dump, not a 15-minute or 12-minute dump. You would see that, but you would only see that on, like, if you're watching the 5 second. Yeah, so when you're watching the 5 second, and we're currently like an hourly trend, and Nasdaq does that plenty. Trust me. I'm keeping track of this. But what I will say is, I trade the 1 minute. That is what I trade, and I'm gonna make that very clear. The move I pay attention to is the 1 minute. That's what I trade, because in one candle, bro, in one candle, a 1 minute move can give you 10 points just like that. It can go even 15, 20. But if we're talking about, you know, mm, if we're talking about, like, yo, if you asked me, is there a move that you see in the market consistently enough, it's that move back into the previous range, and you can get 5 from that. Discipline yourself at 5. Telling you, like, you can get way more. Like I said, a 1 minute move. When I see a move back into the previous range, I'm talking like this. This is a move back into the previous range. Ah, Jesus. Now, of course, this is on the higher time frame, right? That is the move back into the previous range. Now, 128 points is a lot. And the reason why I trade the move back into the previous range, see, for me, what I've noticed, just experiencing and executing trades over and over and over and over and over again, and then stepping back, getting burnout, and then just watching price, learning price. Now I'm telling you that's, you're talking about, that is more important. Learning price. I'll be real with you. I'm getting kind of lazy with it. I only hop on a chart to trade, but learning price, like in London session as well, that will accelerate just your understanding of what tends to happen in the market. Same shit over and over again, but either way. what I'm trying to say is the move back into the previous range, it's um how can I call it? It's a pullback for one, right? So the move back into the previous range is a pullback. And with pullbacks, what I tend to see is an impulse in that direction. It's it just goes you feel me like but when it for continuation to happen, there's usually consolidation first and then a move out and then maybe some consolidation and then it goes. So there's some time before, like what I'm talking about is you see price break out and you see back in like a V shape. Now, in the event that we want to get a continuation, we usually see a range and then, some shit like that, right? It takes longer for that to play out. That's two. Now, three is pullbacks happen way more often than a continuation. Way more often. Way more often than continuations. I'll even say I have the opportunity to engage in more pullbacks than I do continuations. And I have a high probability of success with those opportunities being offered to me. So that's why I will say, cool, I don't mind trading the pullback. Because me personally, I like to make profit quick. See, we're on the 1 minute right now. Now we just made the first reversal. Now I'm looking for a higher time frame wick. Am I? Nah, I'm not. Um, well, if I was to engage in this move, that is one of my confirmations, and right now is not the time for it to happen. Why? Because when I count my pullbacks, how many do I see? One. I need to see a two, a three, the liquidation of the third, and it's at the liquidation of the third in which I wait for the 1 minute candle. Oh no, that's after. Cool. So I need to see a higher time frame wick basically. I need to see a 5 second closure below the structural low. So this purple line. I need to see a 5 second closure below the structural low. And once I see that, what was I gonna say? After I see that, I need to count 3 pullbacks. That's what I was gonna say. Okay, cool. Because I was like, okay, cool, yeah. I need to count 3 pullbacks. Because I know that a reversal on the lower time frame, which is really just a move back into the previous range after a structural low is taken on a higher time frame from the left, is just a pullback. And I know because of what I've experienced and seen over and over and over again that a pullback into the range is usually an impulse up. Now, for how I, as for how I enter on the move back up into the range, the criteria for that, well, of course, I'll talk about that when I actually get into an entry. But you know, you would do much more bet. What the fuck? What's wrong with this arrow, bro? Fuck. Yo, I'll redraw that. But you would benefit way more, I meant, sorry. You would benefit way more. We got a closure there, right? Okay, cool. I'm looking for a failure to close now. But you'd benefit way more learning and observing price and seeing things happen over and over again and not giving a fuck about entries. You're in the market purely for um, learning experience, not trading experience. You would benefit way more with that mindset. Um, we've got one, two, three. Okay. Making a fourth candle. Anyway, this is what I need to see. You'll see me you'll see me draw this out a lot. Just me mapping out structure like this. And whenever you see this, it's just me showing you guys, okay, cool, I'm counting my pullbacks, for accountability's sake, because it is part of my plan. I do rush at times. I do, jump the gun. I do get impatient at times, and you know, it has helped. I can't lie. Just how can I call it? Just being accountable. You feel me? About the way I trade. That's what YouTube is for me, really. I can't lie. Just I'm not out here trying to I'm showing you guys the tools that I use to trade profit. You feel me? And even at times I don't follow rules and it can hurt my performance for the day. So, but every time I have a losing day, it's just because I know I did some shit wrong. And one thing about trading is you really get to meet a different side to yourself. It's the side to yourself that will always be a part of you, but will you let it control you? That part of yourself that you do not desire to have this part of yourself be in control for any longer, and you're working to become to transform into someone into someone, whatever you're looking to transform, you're looking to grow. Yeah, I think grow is a better word. You're looking to grow into something better. That's better, right? Grow into something better, but essentially it's the transformation, it's leveling up. You feel me? Trading you're constantly, consistently, you are always facing that part of yourself. But I don't want to make it as hard as it may seem, because it's not. Because with anything, with every repetition, you get better at it, you get used to it, and you get more efficient with it. That's the most important part. You get more efficient. You get more efficient with it. You start to produce the same results with less energy. So now you can use that energy to now, you're using that energy you're saving now for bigger devils. New levels, new devils, right? So bigger challenges. I don't know why I said new devils. But that it was that play on words, that quote that you'd usually hear. That was in my mind. That's why I said new devils, right? So new levels, new devils, new obstacles, new challenges, new just new hardship, new struggle. It's always gonna be there. It's always gonna be there. But it's just about, do you have the mental strength to control yourself? The first one wasn't a closure, but I think we just got the first one there. Oh no, it was. Okay, no break. Okay, I want to see this. Ooh, and the 70s right there. Let me make sure my replicanto's working. Because I'm looking to get in a trade. So I see a 5 second closure against the last up, down candle, sorry. A 5 second closure above it, right? Now I'm looking for, so this is the first reversal. Because we got a 1 minute closure below a structural low, that is what I'm now looking for. I don't participate in the first reversal after a closure on the 1 minute against it. Let me check this 1 second. Anyway, yeah, I'm just gonna pay attention to the 1 second. In my journey right now, I'm comfortable, I'm stable, I'm consistent, but there's still the level of, you know what I'm trying to find out right now? Is that cool? I've got a system that I'm already making profits on, but I'm not content with it in a sense where I still don't know what's going on at all times in the market. You feel me? I know what I am in at all times, but I'm like, I still want to know what's going on. I still want to know that, and the 1 second is now the environment I haven't really delved into. You feel me? So right now it's just a thing of, yeah, recording my trades. Hold on. And you see a wick. Got that as well. I see a closure. Okay. So I'm not gonna enter. But that's one, two. That's fine. One, two, three. Three? I counted three? Yeah, okay, cool. So from lower time frames. Yeah. So it's coming from this. So nah, I'm not engaging in it. Just like I said, I'm not I'm not doing that. That's why I like to count my pullbacks from here. It saves me from the subjectivity. I'm not looking too close because when I count pullbacks on the right chart here, like I can, because I can see these little tinsy wincy pullbacks, I can, use them for my analysis when I shouldn't be. But with the way I've got my left chart set up, it's hard for me to even give a fuck about the small pullbacks when I see it in correlation with the higher time frame, which is the 1 minute, you know? So I stopped looking for entries. I told you guys that the when I see a 5 second closure against a structural low, which we had right here, I need to see a 1 minute wick. Now, cool, we got a 1 minute wick, but I'm talking about a failure to close, a failure to close below the structural low. And in the event that it would have taken out the S&D responsible before that, then the likelihood of price reversing back would be much higher. But it's not. So that possibility, the odds of your success significantly reduces when we see a closure below, a higher time frame closure below the structural low. Why? Because this lets us know that we're still trending down. Whereas a failure to close below that, a wick, would have let us know that, oh, okay, there's enough demand that price just ended up not closing below a structural low on a lower time frame. So I'm chilling. I'm chilling for now. And I'm gonna take a break in about, because we are in a volatile environment. Let me see. Because I will not lie to you guys, bro. This, for me at least, even though I've achieved success with this system, it does take a toll on my mind. It really does. Like right now, I'm working in my personal life, I'm working on increasing my mental toughness because it's not there. It's not there. Of course, I I back tested this system, and it's precisely that. I back tested this system. I've collected data on, months and months and months. I've experienced executing the system over and over and over and over. But now I've realized that though I've achieved success in back testing, forward testing, and live execution, it's a thing now that I've noticed processing all the information in real time and making a decision, along with risking your capital, which the emotional management that you have to deal with, it's that in addition to the system, oof. For me personally, that's been a whole journey of me trying to just master, really and truly, because I know my skill is there. And I know the only reason I would lose is because I did something wrong. And of course, of the possibility of the fact that it's just one out of, if I lose 2 trades in a row, something's wrong for me. That's what I mean about, bro. If I usually end the week at 80% win rate. So it's a thing where, cool. And shall I tell you how? It's because the decisions I've made required me to tell myself, yo, be patient. That's one thing. One thing. When I end the week with a high win rate, it's because I told myself, yo, just be patient. Just be patient, yo. Just don't just it's usually when I have to consciously do this as well. It's when I choose to be self-aware of the times where it looks like I'm rushing a decision. Like I choose to be self-aware of the times where I'm picking up the pace now, where my pace has changed from slow to okay, cool. Look, I'm looking for an entry. Like that sort of shift in energy, because it's usually that shift in where I'm moving kind of quick, where you see my posture is just like when I'm like this, just searching, like I've noticed that that type of energy leads to me rushing decisions, and the way that I trade should be more laid back, should be more relaxed. And precisely, it's looking at the 5 second naked like this that um it how can I call it? It initiates me into an impulsive state when I start observing the 5 second chart on the right side, right? But on the left side now, you know, the left side, oof, the left side, it, for me, it reduces the importance of the 5 second. No, I'm not saying it is not important. I'm saying it reduces the importance of the 5 second to the point where I only need it to count pullbacks. And I told you guys that I trade the 1 minute. So what I'm really focusing on the left side is the higher time frame. Just in my mind, and for my mindset, what these block bars that you see here are higher time frame decisions. That's how I've got it set up in my mind. And it's a thing where when I know that I'm executing a trade based from a higher time frame decision, which is just me following the 1 minute and not 5 second structure, even though I am trading 5 second structure, I tend to make, well, let's just say my odds of success are way high. So that's my effort in explaining. And look, you have the left side of your brain and the right side of your brain. The left side of your brain tends to be more rational and logical. The right side of your brain tends to be more creative and intuitive. See, the way I've got it set up is I can see my entry when I see it. No shadow of a doubt. And you see how my energy is changing now. Like I'm really got the let's go. When I see my entry, why? Because I know my entry is the way I win. But see, I'm playing it. I have to look at the right side of the chart. That's the right side of the brain. That's the intuitive part of me. Whereas the left side of the chart, my left side of my brain, the left side of your brain, but of course I'm relating this to how I am, how I've got my whole work set up, right? Is the left side of my chart is the logical and rational side. And I'm using the higher time frame to base my decisions, right? Which of course is a higher level of rationale than I would receive only focusing on the left side, on the right side of the chart, sorry. But let me just step up one time frame and track the last candle. We've got 3 minutes left until this 12-minute candle closes. Did I say I was going to take a break? Okay, in 30 minutes. Yeah, in 30 minutes. I'm going to come back. I'm going to come back at 1 p.m. So as you guys can see, we are plunging down, plunging. How many pullbacks are we on? Hold on. Yeah. Hold on. Oh, Okay, cool. So I was thinking this was a structural high. Let me just change this color to like, yeah, I'll just gray it out. Nah, a bit more. So I only see two. Did I move this? Well, you guys, I already told you I'm gonna come back at 1 p.m. But I see this is a structural high here. Two, one, two. I know that we can still get the third pullback and the liquidation of it. So I'm willing to engage in a continuation from these higher time frame levels. And one thing I will say is, one thing I will say is, just because I say I know, but I do not know. I say I know that we can get that third pullback, but I truly don't know. Like the market can do anything. When I say I know, I'm not saying that price is going to do something. Even when I analyze, I'm not saying that price is going to do this and price is going to do this and price is going to do that. No, no. See, what I'm saying is most of the time it's along, no, it's, how can I explain it? It's, I need to see this before I engage with the market, before I move forward with my decision, before I move forward towards the next step of my plan. That's what I'm talking about. And what I'm doing here on YouTube is I'm showing you guys the steps of my plan that allowed me to be successful doing this shit. And you guys see me, I map out my structural highs and lows. I map out higher time frame levels. I even, there's, I can't lie, there's plenty. Like, of course, there's the S&D responsible, the origin of the move, multiple mitigations. There's even the 30, 50, 70, the way the 30 can go to the 70, and the 50 to the, the 50 to the previous high or the previous low. And there's, of course, the liquidation of the S&D responsible go to the origin of the move. Price test to channel uh, from the liquidation of the S&D responsible to the origin of the move. There are times where it's just an impulsive move. That's cool. But with the mindset of just approaching it, okay, cool. It can be a channel too, because also experiencing the fact that a slower pace will benefit you more than a faster pace when engaging with the market. As bro, I can talk about a lot of stuff. I can really go information overload with you guys, but what I'm really trying to do here is just give you the seeds and implant seed in your mind. That's why I'm saying that, bro, count your poop. I'm talking about specific things because there's plenty of stuff. I can draw out what tends to happen in imbalances all the time if I wanted to, but that's not important. What I'm focusing on with you guys here on YouTube is the shit that you need, the tools that you need for you to have sustainable profitability. Sustainable profitability. And exactly how do you measure sustainable profitability? That's over a period of 5 trading days. If you can end the trading week in profit, I'm telling you, that's that's what you build from. Now, of course, you can be profitable every day, but start from a week. Don't, of course, you do want to reach that stage where you're profitable every day. And yes, you can. You saw me do it on YouTube, right? I already posted a profitable week of how it's possible. me explaining all of my decisions and what got me there. It's already there. But I wouldn't recommend that you do that straight off that, just straight go. Like, nah, set measurable goals. And I believe that measurable goal that you should set first is to end the week in profit. And review the trades that you took that allowed you to end the week in profit and double down on that every single day. So we have okay, check this. So this is the last previous range, broke out of it. Oh no, it's not. Okay, cool. On the 1 minute time frame it is, but on the 12 minute it's, yeah, this is the previous range on the 12 minute. The structural low on the 12 minute, I mean, hold on, let me show you guys there. The structural low on the 12 minute. We just tapped the 70%, see some rejection. Now, I'm tracking the last 12-minute candle, and what I like to see before engaging on the 1 minute and searching for an entry is a 1 minute closure against the 12-minute candle. But what we see here is a wick. So what do I do? When I see a wick and I don't see a closure, my next plan of action is to wait for a 1 minute closure against the last 12-minute candle. I need to see that before what? Before engaging on the 1 minute time frame. The 1 minute time frame is these gray candles here. The 12-minute time frame are these block candles, right? As you guys can see, we had a wick here. I need to see a 1 minute wick before I engage on the lower time frame. I'm trying to see if I can get it like synced up. There we go. That's cool, right? So now look, because we didn't get a wick, I cannot move forward in my plan to anticipate the liquidation of the first reversal. I can't move forward in my plan to anticipate that. Why? Because in order to anticipate that, there has to be a first reversal, but there's no first reversal. How do we know that there's no first reversal? We know that there's no first reversal because there is no 1 minute closure against the last 12-minute candle. So that's just to give you some more reasoning, some more insight into the whole um um what to do after a closure below a structural low on a higher time frame. So this would be the 12-minute, right? We see a closure, we see the first reversal, right? But we didn't get a setup, we didn't get a failure right here. That's cool. Now we're at the 70. We see the first reversal. This is the last down candle here, right? Oh, maybe we're gonna get do we get a closure? Let's see, we've got, no, it doesn't say. This is the 1 minute candle, by the way. We're seeing 5-second closures, but I need to see a 1 minute closure with these block candles. So in the event that this continues to stay as a failure, we know that this low is just weak. And not only that, look how many pullbacks we've gotten. Like, this is the second one. Oops. Oops. Wait. Actually, I'm mistaken. Sorry. Okay, yeah, cool. That's fine. Yeah. Then it makes sense for this to be the first reversal. And then, yeah, but we got a wick though. We got a wick. So for me personally, that's my rule of engagement. Don't really, I'm just sitting on the sidelines for now. And, all my days, I'm gonna tell you. There's a quote from, there's this book that I was reading in it. It's called Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. Yeah, and it was the idea of I was gonna try. I paused for a second there because I was thinking to myself, bro, do I even want to bother finding the fucking quote? Like literally, but I'll just paraphrase the shit. So there are three types of forces in the market. Yeah. So there are traders engaging in a buy, traders engaging in a sell, and gaugers who are waiting for the right opportunity, who are just waiting for opportunity, just on the sidelines, waiting to participate. And I just thought I'd tell you guys because I was gonna go deep into that, but I'm gonna leave that for another video. And yeah, because that's also another mindset thing. Got the imbalance here. Know what that is. Hmm. We do have a previous range that we can move back into. See some shit like that. We have these higher time frame levels here. Paying attention to this imbalance. Not only that, we have an area we're mitigating multiple times. So we can see a short opportunity here. But it seems like the session's about to end. Um, yeah, man, take a break. I take an hour break and then I trade the PM session because yo, the everything that I'm showing you guys, it's not everything that I factor into my decision. Everything that I'm showing you guys are everything. So my objective is when you guys are seeing my screen right now, my objective is to show you everything to get to where I'm seeing, or wait, to get to where I'm at seeing the things. Oh my days. Is to get you to see what I'm seeing at the level I'm at right now. And I can't move forward until you guys show me that you are seeing what I'm seeing now, because then I know I know how to make you move forward now, to level up your perception. Really, that's it. My objective is to train your perception, and in order to train your perception, I need to lay foundations first. right? Principles that I abide by, and that if you were to apply to, you would be able to see the market the way I see it. You feel me? So I'm moving slow with you guys. But though I appreciate, especially what's it called, Ash. He's been asking a bunch of questions. Even Matt as well, bro, asking a bunch of questions, and that's why I appreciate it as well, man. Like you need to ask questions, bro, in order for. I'm pretty sure I've spoken to every one of you guys in this group, but it's a thing where your primary objective, I can't even call it yours, it's mine really, but it's to accelerate your progress. Is to accelerate your growth. And I know that you applying the principles that I apply, I'm telling you, bro, you will only see consistency. You will only see consistency. Successful consistency. And let me tell you, if you do see a consistency in losses, best believe you know the reason. It's how can I say, it is not a mystery. And the consistency is not the system itself, or no, I won't even say the system because that applies, I'm not wrong, right? But the consistency isn't that the market was wrong, right? The consistency was due to you being wrong. You took a misstep and you need to find a reason for that. But the thing is, why I encourage you guys to actually ask questions because I've been through that already. I know each roadblock, each obstacle that you're going to face when it comes to you perceiving the information, taking in the information you receive from the chart and trading the way that I do. I know. How do I know? Because I built the system. I built it. So of course I've experienced every which way of getting there. And if you're having problems, chat to me. Chat to me, bro. If you don't understand something, chat to me. Be fucking persistent with it. And Ash and Matt, they've been persistent with it. They ask me questions every day. And that's what I'm here for. Don't. So if you think that, oh shit, oh yeah, cool, we had no closure above, so that's fine. But you see how we had a 5 second closure? And then back into the range? Happens all the time, man. But I was saying that take advantage of the fact that I'm willing to, you know, first of all, you are paying for my time. And second of all, I am willing to give you my time in order for you to understand this shit. You feel me? Take advantage of that. Send charts. Now, I can't lie. I do in the chart section. I understand not everyone may feel comfortable posting their chart in the chart section. That's fine. Like you can send charts to me in the DMs as well. I will admit I do lack when it comes to posting charts because it's not. I don't think about. Let me screenshot this and send it in. It's usually just let me just if there's any information I want to show you guys, just do a video, right? So I have been lacking on that, but I do my best to. If I really see something that you guys need to know, it's usually when I'm not recording. I'm trading and I'm not recording. I'll post something in the chart section. That's how I would transfer that information to you guys if I needed to let something known. The same way I've been talking for the past hour or two, some shit. I don't know. But take advantage of that, man. For real. That is the best way you're gonna receive value. That is what I'm here for. This is one-on-one, really, but with a profitable network as well. In addition, you feel me? This has been the New York AM session, and now I'm out, yo. Be real.